Hey guys, and welcome back. Here's the second part to that I promised. And I think I'm going to put it up as soon as I'm done. So you guys will probably see them back to back or pretty much back to back. Things to think about before it's too late. Elections coming up. Like I said, I'm not usually political and I'm not into debating. I'm more likely to go tell you to screw yourself or more power to you than I am to sit there and try to get in a discussion about it. These are just things to think about. We got immigration and regulatory oversight left to talk about. Immigration. Do you believe the United States should move toward a policy of open borders? Do you believe undocumented persons in the United States illegally should not only be allowed to stay, but issued driver's licenses, food stamps, and provided medical care? Which, by the way, we have to pay for. Do you believe that if someone wishes to enter our country, they have every right to do so without explanation? I wonder what countries I could be able to do that with. If so, you must vote for her. For she has publicly promised to appoint judges that will reverse laws currently on the books regarding immigration. And just so you know, this video, for people that maybe didn't see part one, this came up in the search for instead, and you watch this one first, go back and watch part one. This is not about Clinton. It's not about Trump directly. It's about the Supreme Court justices that they're going to appoint over the next 4 or the next 8 years. It's not about them. It doesn't matter whether you hate or love Trump. It doesn't matter whether you hate or love Clinton. It's about the people they're going to put in the Supreme Court for life. Possibly up to 4 of them over the next 4 to 8 years. You got to think about that. And this just gives you a way to think for yourself. Yes, my opinions are coming across because they're my opinions, and that's what I'm basing my opinion on. Anyway, where was I? You must vote for her. She has publicly promised to appoint judges that will reverse the laws currently on the books regarding immigration. These laws will eventually lead to her stated dream of open borders and a new way of life for us all. And definitely be a new way of life. Or do you believe that America's borders are her first line of defense? Do you believe that the word, her defense, America's defense? Do you believe that the word illegal means just that? Illegal. Who knows what marijuana would have did for Julie with her cancer? She wouldn't let me get that for her. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't even take the chance because it was illegal. It's illegal. Plain and simple. Do you believe that the only legally recognized citizens of America have a right to her benefits and protection as provided by your tax dollars? Do you believe America has not only the right, but the responsibility to carefully vet those who seek to enter our country? Do you get a babysitter for your kids without knowing not a damn thing about them? If you're the kind of people that put parents in nursing homes or whatever, do you not do a little bit of research before you do it? If so, you must vote for him. He has publicly promised to appoint judges that will make and defend laws in line with those beliefs. I don't know. To me, it seems pretty simple. Am I racist? No. No. Yeah, I'm not. Do I think we should be letting in refugees? Here, let me go back to an all willy-nilly. No. We need to know who those people are and what their intentions are. Well, there's too many of them. Well, fine. Guess what? Before I can hunt elk, I got to put my name into a lottery and then pray that my name gets drawn. Or before I go hunt deer or antelope or anything like that, there's only so many licenses available. And then that's it. Now, that might be a little bit extreme when comparing to refugees and immigrants wanting to come into the country. But why can't they put something like that into place? Only take so many. Don't take more than you're able to safely do secure background checks and vet those people. If you don't have the resources and the time and the ability to vet that many people, then guess what? You shouldn't be letting them in. Because believe it or not, out of the thousands that are very good people, very nice people wanting to come into our country and that would help us make our country better, there are just as many that are coming in with intentions other than that. They're wearing costumes and disguises, and it doesn't matter. And even with popular background checks and vetting, they're going to get through. The system's not perfect, but it still needs to be done. I mean, geez. I'm going to use this extreme because it bugs me, because I worked for a school district. I can't carry my gun concealed into a school. Because of bad people and what bad people have done in the past. But you're going to let hundreds of thousands of possible bad people into our country and then give them housing and jobs and whatever else, college educations. And because of the way life happened, I can't even afford to get my American son into college without going into serious debt, or him going into serious debt that he won't ever be able to pay back. I mean, come on. You got to look at other things and compare them and think about, you want to do this, but I can't do this? And there's kind of the same process involved anyway, or the same along the line of thinking? Come on, get real. Anyway, regulatory oversight. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure I'll probably learn when I read this. Now, do you believe the government is more capable of determining how your money should be used? Do you believe the government is better able to determine how your children should be educated? Do you believe the government should determine who can do business where and with whom? Do you believe a person should be given priority because of what they believe, what they are, or what they believe they are? If so, you must vote for her, for she has publicly promised to appoint judges who will open our borders, our bathrooms, and our wallets. She has promised laws to punish those who do not agree. Just letting that sink in. There's so many things that fall into this line. I'm not racist, and I'm not against any people from any other countries coming into America. That's what America is, and that's what makes America great. Do it right. Do it the right way. And then, it's all great to be proud of your heritage. Hold on to your heritage and your traditions. But there's a reason you're wanting to come to the USA. To be an American. And it's not so you can come here and be insulted because we're flying our flag at the high school. In God We Trust is on our money or on our cop cars. It's what the country was founded on. I'm not real religious. I have a hard time. You know, and I'll say that. I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing in some big, invisible, omnipotent being. I do believe in spirits. I do believe that my wife is watching over me and helping me make decisions. I don't know. I'll catch a lot of flack for that. Hey, it's America. Freedom of religion, freedom of your beliefs, freedom of choice. I believe in good. I believe in evil. I don't know. So what that says about me. Anyway, back to this point. Nobody has that right. That's what I think. Nobody has the right to tell me how my child should be educated. If I would have had a job good enough and the money available, my kid would have been homeschooled. All my kids. By me. Because I guarantee you they would have learned a hell of a lot more than they did in a lot of the classes at school. And it's not because of teachers. It's not because of bad teachers. Teachers are teaching for a reason. They want to teach. They want to do good. It's because of what the college-educated pencil pushers and the government are saying what they can and they can't do. Government shouldn't have nowhere in our freaking schools. If anything, the parents with kids in those schools should control how those kids are taught. Because we're the ones looking out for our kids. We're the ones making those decisions. You know, you want your kid to be uneducated and grow up as just a lousy piece of shit? Way to go. Not. Do you believe the government should determine who can do business, where, and with whom? You could almost bring Trump into this one a little bit. No. You're an American business and stuff like that. I don't believe they should tell you what kind of business you can have, where you can do it. But I think if you care anything about the country that you live in, you should be wanting to do it in that country. And I do believe that if you're going to take it elsewhere, then, damn it, you should pay out the ass to do it. And then let your wallet make your decision then. Do you believe a person should be given priority because of what they believe, what they are, or what they believe they are? No. I believe they should be given a priority because of who they are. A person, a human being. Who does deserve higher priorities? Cops, EMTs, teachers, military, definitely. Yeah. They deserve higher priorities. Look what they do. They get a higher priority because, and I'm sorry, but this is a big one that's out there and it's easy. Higher priority because they're a Muslim refugee, Syrian refugee, whatever the case may be. Hell no. We got enough people in our own country that we need to be taking care of that we're not. They're getting ignored. And it's not right. There's no easy answer. Nothing's going to be easy. My opinions, guys. If so, you got to vote for her. Yeah. Open borders. Our bathrooms and our wallets. I swear. We live in America, man. Freedom. That's what it's about. Okay. Or do you believe that you can decide what's best in your family? Do you believe that if you earn a certain amount of money, you should be able to keep and reinvest the largest part of it to benefit those things you decide are important? Do you believe the government has been created to serve the people, not the other way around? If you don't, then you need to go back and redo your history and study how this country got started, why the Declaration of Independence was signed. You need to do some study and research, people. Or did Common Core totally ruin that for you too? Sorry. There's a few things that just piss me off. Do you believe the government has been created to serve the people, not the other way around? Okay, if so, you must vote for him. He has publicly promised to appoint judges whose rulings allow prosperity for those who work to deserve it. Oh, my daughter, before she left to go home today, she was here to visit. She kind of shrugged her shoulders at the voting thing because I was talking to her about it. And she said she didn't think she liked Trump at all. because he wanted to get rid of WIC and food stamp program and stuff. And I was like, oh, baby. No, he doesn't. Doesn't want to get rid of those programs. That's just what the media and other people portray and put on Facebook and on YouTube because you believe it, because you're not willing to research and listen to the whole thing. Mandatory drug testing if you're on welfare. Yeah. Why not? You don't have nothing to hide. There's nothing to worry about. I was on food stamps at one point in my life. I was working also, busting my ass for $4.50 an hour as just a plain old security guard. Should I be required to do voluntary service or whatever to get those food stamps? No, because I was busting my ass. The person I was with at that time couldn't hold a job worth a damn. And she could have got her ass out and did some voluntary work or something. I would have gladly backed that 100%. It's a fine line, and it's a hard choice to make. Doesn't want to get rid of the programs. It just wants to make sure it's going to people that actually deserve it. Not the people out there driving BMWs and Cadillacs, and they're on food stamps, and then go to the grocery store and buy steak and lobster instead of macaroni, cheese, and spaghetti and hamburger. I'm not judging. I have a hard time. Like I said, I'm not a debater. I have a hard time trying to get my point across, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that do get it. It's needed, and it's needed by a bunch of people, but it's not needed by a bunch of people that are actually on it and just abusing it and taking advantage of it. I went to the doctor after I got down to Georgia with no insurance because I was sick from my sinuses and stuff. And one person down here, I was like, oh, did you tell them you didn't have insurance? Because they would have just did it for free or got this. I said, no. Or, yeah, I told them I didn't have insurance. And then they asked me if I wanted to do this or do that or take advantage of that. No. I don't have insurance. I'll pay for it. These things are there for those people that need it, honestly need it. They're not there to be taken advantage of and just abused. So yeah, what kind of America do you want to live in? That's what you need to think about, guys. And that's how you make your decision. These are but a few examples of the two pathways you will choose this Tuesday, November 8, 2016. Religious freedom, taxes in the economy, health care, and every category you examine, you'll find drastic differences in America that will be shaped by this election. Don't be fooled. How you vote does matter. But it doesn't matter because of Trump getting in or Clinton getting in, those people, those names. What matters is because the Supreme Court matters. Who they put in those positions. So what kind of America will we have for the rest of our lives? This time, more than any, guys, you actually get to choose. Trump or Clinton's only going to be around for 4 years, or only around for 8 years. But they're going to put people into power that hold those kind of same principles. I don't know. Who are you voting for? I'm voting for Trump. The guy lacks a filter, and he seriously needs one. There's just some things that you say and talk about in private company or whatever the case may be that you don't when you want to be president of the United States. People judge you on that. I worked for a school district, a lot lower level, but the exact same kind of mentality. There's just things you say or don't say, dude. I'm a lot like him. I'd say or do them anyway because I just didn't give a shit. But people knew where I stood. And I think that's why Trump's gained so much more popularity. People know where he stands. I don't know. I don't like either one of them. But I know what kind of America I want to live in. What kind of America do you want to live in? Have a good day. Have a good time. Never stop having fun. Later.